I thought I'd try do some patch notes for this generative thing that I came up with. There's a link in the description to the full track if you're interested in it. So I'd recently got the Her mod. I'll just zoom in on that. Yeah, so I recently got the Her mod. It replaced the Digitats that I used to have because it had a few more features to its sequencing that I wanted to try out. So one thing that's quite cool about it is that you have these effects. So on every so there's 8 tracks, and on each track you can add a bunch of effects. So the effects I'm running here is a randomization and a scaling. So I've got 2 tracks here, and 2 and 3. They've both got a randomization, so it picks a random. I'll show you actually. So it's picking a random pitch, and the range is minus 30% and plus 50% on one of the tracks. So that's the extent of the randomization there. And then there's a scalar, which is in minor Dorian C sharp. So what you can hear right now is the Akemi's castle, and that's so I'm sending a gate from channel 3 that's going into maths, and that's got a slow attack and a long release, and that's opening up this VCA here. I've also got a bunch of LFOs from the abstract data ADE32, and they're going into the the level inputs for the different operators in this particular algorithm. So I can turn these up, and you should be able to get more of a pronounced effect. So it gets a bit more glassy as you increase the amount of level for these. You fuck around with the multiplication as well to mess it up even further. I'll put it down. I also have LFOs going into the frequency of the evolution filter here. So if I pull that down, I can trigger cycles here, which will modulate the frequency knob here. So this is just a basic kind of ambient kind of pulse that's coming through the whole patch, and it's always present. I sometimes go in and I change the knobs by hand just to make them more aggressive or whatever. Yeah, so the other component is plates, and plates is in rings mode. And one thing I found is that if you could put anything in a trigger here, including audio. So to try it out, I went on my phone and I just went on YouTube. I just got a basic thunderstorm recording, and then I've plugged that into my mixer, and I've got it coming out of a send there. And then so if I play it, oh, it's playing an advert. Should still have an effect there. So the sound of the thunder's also being fed into the 4MS typographic delay here. So when there's a crack of thunder, you hear it kind of pan between the speakers. So yeah, so the rings mode on plates is being excited by this recording. So hopefully there should be a crack of thunder soon. This looks like a different video there. So now all I do is just adjust the gain on the send output that goes into plates. I also have the rain and thunder going into a spring tank box, and that's so whenever it cracks with a big thud of thunder, you get a nice spring. There you go, like that. I've also got the DLD here, which is should be in reverse. That's sending like a reversed delayed signal of the rings going into the typographic delay as well. For the ending section, I used the Lyra 8, and what I did was I sent the two delays. No, sorry. I sent the typographic delay into here, and I just increase the drive. Also, the Lyra 8's going into the same VCA, which is using the same envelope as the Akemi's Castle. So as it comes in, you get this kind of swelling. And then, yeah, now I can just change the mix level of everything. I just turn down the spring reverb, makes it sound like quite cleaner, bring it back in. It's like introducing more or less spring. The mixer I use is a Live Track 12, by the way, which I've kind of adapted for use with the modular. So yeah, that's basically the patch.